we have to talk about the All-Star game selections. Obviously, we missed last week when the starters were announced. Obviously, the biggest name people were confused about was Andrew Wiggins. He's played well, better than he has most of his career. Maybe his numbers aren't as amazing that it was in Minnesota, but he's on a winning team. Curry has been in a shooting slump, and he's been the reason why they've been winning most of those games, him and Jordan Poole. So out to Andrew Wiggins. However, the reserves were announced, was it yesterday? On Thursday, yeah, it was announced yesterday. Yep. The whole list. We have some snubs, and guess what? Everyone, obviously, people are going to be missing on the team. We're going to talk about who made the team, and obviously who didn't make the team. I have the list here, so I could announce. So starters really quick. Giannis, Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, John Morant, Andrew Wiggins, and Trae Young. And here are the reserves. Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Darius Garland makes his first All-Star team. Rudy Gobert, I don't know why he still makes these damn things. I get he's good. Nobody wants to see this man play in the All-Star game. We got Draymond Green, who is not playing. James Harden, Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum makes it. That's like his third straight. Karl Anthony Towns, finally back in the All-Star game. And then Fred VanVleet makes his first All-Star team. I believe I saw this thing yesterday. He's the fourth player all time to be an undrafted player to make the All-Star team. So shout out to Fred VanVleet. That's pretty phenomenal.
Big ups.
But we have some snubs, obviously. I have a little poll in the chat. LaMelo didn't make it. DeJounte Murray didn't make it. Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, Nikola Vucevic. We can go on and on. Jared Allen. A lot of players did make the list. Who was the most surprising snub to you? Or who are you most shocked made the All-Star team in general?
First, shout out to you too, Rob. Or is it Ron Johnson? Much love, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, snubs. Now, first off, you got to remember with this health and safety year, we're already talking, and me and Bobby were talking earlier, KD and Draymond aren't going to be playing in this year. And the rumors are that it's going to be DeJounte and LaMelo that could be potentially replacing those two. But first off, Bobby, a few things that I think are interesting is where are the East centers? Where are the Eastern Conference big men? I mean, when you look at the East reserves, Tatum, Butler, LaVine, Garland, Harden, Middleton, and VanVleet. No love for Sabonis. Obviously, Bam was hurt. What about Time Lord? I mean, is there no bigs in the East? I mean, am I tripping, or is it just nothing but guards? But as far as I would say, snubs, man, Jaylen Brown, LaMelo, and DeJounte are my top three without question. Chris Middleton, I don't know how he gets in there over some of those guys. Rudy Gobert, I can understand your point, especially when you start talking about the fact that multiple Karl Anthony Towns. Guys, the reason Wiggins got in as a starter was because if you look at the front court and the guards brackets, the breakdown, the only people he was competing against were Draymond, who's injured, PG3, who's injured, Karl Anthony Towns, who's a center, Rudy Gobert, who's a center, DeAndre Ayton, who's a center. It's all of the Lukas and Bookers and CP3s, they were all in a different category. So to me, that was some of the most disappointment. It's just how the selection was. And then snubs, LaMelo, JB, and DeJounte Murray. What do you think, Bobby?
I would definitely say LaMelo is probably my snub because I don't know if you saw this. It was a couple of days ago, maybe a Monday this week.
When he killed the Boston Celtics? Yeah, I seen it.
It might have been that. It might have been the day before. I believe it was a Charlotte Hornets Twitter page that posted a congratulations to LaMelo Ball for making the All-Star team. And everyone's saying, oh, this is leaked. Shout out to LaMelo. And then he didn't make the All-Star team. So
no one from Charlotte did.
No one made it. Miles Bridges didn't get on the team. So it's what was that leak? Because obviously that was the official Twitter page. Maybe it was Instagram page that posted it. I don't know what the hell going on, but I would say LaMelo, he was 19-7-7. Chris Middleton's was 17-5-3. Now I get it. Chris,
his third year now?
His second year. I believe it's the second. Yeah, I believe it's second year. So it's an interesting thing. Again, Chris Middleton's a good player. No one's saying he's not good. It's a weird selection over LaMelo when he has better stats. And I would say LaMelo's more important to his team than Chris Middleton.
Without question.
Not that Chris Middleton's not important, but Giannis is just a boy. Drew Holiday's on the squad. Miles Bridges is solid. Kelly Oubre is good. LaMelo makes that team roll 100%.
He is phenomenal. He is absolute. He's a superstar already, man. Just watching him, he's the way he moves. He's 6'8". Just his fluidity with the ball. I mean, I want the Celtics, honest to God, to sign LiAngelo Ball, because it's going to be one of those things where all the Ball brothers are going to want to play together, and whichever team has the worst of the three, their other two good ones are going to go join him, because Lonzo and LaMelo can play wherever they want. I mean, I'm joking, but no, yeah, LaMelo, Lonzo, those Ball brothers those are some serious ball players, man. They're legit.
100%. And I saw someone saying Andrew Wiggins got in because of K-pop and get rid of fan voting. I want people to understand this really quick. Short fan voting gets some funny results sometimes. People realize that's only 50% of the vote, correct? The media gets 25 and the players get 25. Yep. So Andrew Wiggins got his spot and he earned his spot. Fans voted him in and so did the media and the players got him. So we used to see in the time a whole literal country was voting for Zaza Pachulia during the All-Star team. He never made it. If a whole country of people vote for someone but the media and players say no, more often than not, he's not going to make the All-Star team, especially not a starter. The
Same
player
thing,
that's
Clay would have made it if that was the case.
Yes.
Klay Thompson, they were
Klay
trying
Thompson.
hard to get him in.
Klay Thompson, who had played like 9 games by that point, was not going to make the All-Star team. Most surprising one, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, forgive me, Bobby. Another one they mentioned as a replacement, Anthony Davis. I've heard his name circulating as well.
80's missed a lot of time, and I get
Yes.
LeBron. LeBron's missed a lot of time too, but obviously he got the most votes, and he will play in the game. I know KD's not going to play in the game. I think the most surprising one for me will be Chris Middleton. Shout out to Van Fleet. I like that. Darius Garland, shout out to Homeboy. The All-Star game is in Cleveland. The Cleveland Cavaliers are playing really well basketball.
Yes,
one of them have to get in, Jarrett or him, and
Yeah.
Garland, I'm cool with that.
He's awesome.
I'm not a fan of Gobert because it's just he's not gonna play much anyway. He's gonna play 5 minutes. No one is going to challenge him. He's going to try super hard.
Draymond been out? Hasn't Draymond
He's
been
out for a while
now too?
I think he has like a pinched nerve. I see him because shout out to him. He got the TNT job, but he's been hurt for a while now. So he's gone.
Interesting. Like, I don't know.
So the people that so far were missing is obviously KD and Draymond are not going to be in the All-Star game.
We know that.
I would see Murray getting green spot, and then I would hope. And again, shout out to Jaylen Brown, who's averaging like 23, 24 points a game.
Yeah.
LaMelo's probably going to get in. I don't know how they're going to do it, whether it's the coaches. I know the coaches vote for the reserves. I guess LaMelo will probably get the nod. Who else misses the game? I'm trying to think if anyone else is injured here, but
man, you got to think both DeRozan and Levine both just came back. Harden, I believe, isn't. You might know better. What's up with him in fantasy? Is he out?
Harden came back a couple days ago. That's when he scored 4 points in a game.
Okay, so I mean, the point is though, I mean, even though they're back, you kind of see, man, it's circulating. I guarantee. I mean, that's what 7 more games from now. I mean, we've got 2 confirmed, guaranteed. At least 1, if not 2 more of these people will not be playing just based on health and safety, guaranteed.
Honestly, because I think that day, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who missed it, but there was someone who got I can't remember what the word is called, but he got COVID the day of the All-Star game. It might have been Chris Paul last year's game. It was Trae Young. That's what it was. Yeah, now I remember. It was Trae Young got COVID that morning of the All-Star game and had to miss the game. And they float in someone who was like in town or something like that. Absolutely crazy. But won't be shocked if Chris Paul bows out and doesn't play. And don't be shocked if Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler for some reason does not play in All-Star games. There was one where he got in, played 5 seconds, and then sat back down. So for some reason, Jimmy Butler is not a fan of All-Star games. Maybe see him step out and allow some of the younger player like Jaylen Brown
I see LaMelo.
to get in.
I end up thinking that when it's all said and done, LaMelo, Jaylen Brown, and DeJounte Murray, those 3 will be in the All-Star game.